Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate what I think is a killer new feature in Google Docs. It is a text-to-speech feature, which I think is really amazing. Unfortunately, this might only be available in the paid version of Google. It might not be available currently in a free version. So I was going to demonstrate uh, basically to use it, you would go to Insert, Audio Buttons, Listen to Tab. But in free version right now, this doesn't seem to be available. So, but hopefully within the coming months, this will be available for all the accounts. Anyway, so let's get started. So to actually use this, again, you'll first you need to have text. So let's say, for example, you go to gutenberg.org and you want to search through the top 100 downloaded ebooks. And for example, let's say you want to go with Frankenstein. Frankenstein is the most popular on Gutenberg right now. And let's just take the top few paragraphs. So we've got text like this. And what we can do is, again, it's text to speech. So that means we can take the text and listen to it as audio, like an audiobook. So what we do is go to Insert, Audio Buttons, Listen to Tab. And then we can drag this. I think we can
Letter
drag
1 underscore to.
Okay, so we can drag this around. I'm not exactly sure how we move this.
Letter 1 underscore.
Not exactly sure exactly how we move that around. Maybe that's a user interface issue, but we can move the left side around. And then if we want to get rid of it, we can go to right click and then go to delete. But again, we're going to go to Insert, Audio Buttons, Listen to Tab. Just click on it.
Letter 1.
And it'll show up on the left side. And let's just listen to this first part.
Underscore to Mrs. Seville, England. Underscore St. Petersburg, December 11th, 17. You will rejoice to hear that no disaster has accompanied the commencement of an enterprise which you have regarded with such evil forebodings. I arrived here yesterday, and my first task is to assure my dear sister of my welfare and increasing confidence in the success of my undertaking.
And I think that is quite good.
Letter 1 underscore to Mrs. Seville.
Now, I'm not sure exactly how. I haven't used it enough to know, but I know we can delete the button. But yeah, let's, for example, I think it'd be better to have a button down there. So Insert, Audio Buttons, Listen to Tab. Now that's a lot better. So we can have, and then we can go down here, hit a new line. Now this does have a few interesting features. For example, we can change the
Letter 1 underscore.
We can change the voice. So for example, here you go to change voice, and it has, I think I had it previously chose it as coach, but let's change it to, for example, educator. I'm not sure yeah, the difference between educator and teacher, but let's just go to educator. So choose
Letter
educator.
1 underscore to Mrs. Seville, England.
All right, now let's try teacher just to see which one I think is better.
Letter 1 underscore to Mrs.
Okay, I seem to like the educator better.
Letter 1 underscore to Mrs. Seville, England. Underscore St. Petersburg, December 11th, 17. You will rejoice to hear that no disaster has accompanied the.
Okay, so I don't know if you know, but having text to speech that quickly and this high quality is really very amazing. And I wanted to compare it to eSpeak. So eSpeak has been around for many years, and it's not AI voice. I'm not sure what kind of, I mean, it's been around for probably more than 2 decades, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that, but certainly more than 1 decade. And let's listen to what the same text looks like, but with eSpeak.
Letter 1 to Mrs. Saville England. St. Petersburg, Beck. 11/17. You will rejoice to hear that no disaster has accompanied the commencement of an enterprise which you have regarded with such evil forebodings. I arrived here yesterday, and my first task is to assure a dear sister of my welfare and increasing confidence in the success of my undertaking.
And I previously used to use eSpeak a lot, but yeah, in this website, odo.lv/espeak, and the first E has to be capitalized. The LV is for Latvia. This guy's website is pretty good. I love that you can do this in the web, in a website. So I think eSpeak is pretty good, but sometimes it is painful for me to listen to robotic voice. So I like these AI voices better. They sound more human and they're less painful for me to listen to. And again, this is also amazing because this was done within just 5 to 10 seconds. A lot of AI tools that are open source, this could take even like more than a minute to generate. And you might have to download these massive AI models, like more than a gigabyte worth of data. Whereas in Google Docs, it's probably using AI models, but you don't have to download it to your computer. So I think this really is a killer feature. Now let's go to Alice in Wonderland. So we got this book here, Alice in Wonderland, Down the Water, Down the Rabbit Hole, Chapter 1, Down the Rabbit Hole. Let's listen to this. Down the Rabbit Hole. Okay, we'll just listen to the main first paragraph just to show you what it's like. So again, we'll go to, let's put a new here, new line, and then we'll go to Insert, Audio buttons, listen to tab, and click on this.
Chapter 1.
And then we're going to listen to it.
Down the rabbit hole. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank and of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is the use of a book, thought Alice, without pictures or conversations?
Okay, notice that the inflection at the end, so I think that definitely sounds very human-like. eSpeak wouldn't do that. So again, this probably uses AI, but the benefit of using Google Docs here is that it's already in Google Docs and you don't have to download a massive AI model that could be more than a gigabyte in size, and this is super fast. This really is amazing. And again, this might be only in the paid account. Currently, this account I'm using now is technically a free account, but I can't remember. It's possible I had like a free trial in the past. Maybe I signed up for a free trial, I'm not sure. And I've also tested this with one account that I know for sure is a paid account and it works. And all the other accounts that I've tried that are just free accounts don't work. So it's unfortunate. So again, if you want to remove this, you can just do backspace like that, or delete, or you could have clicked on I'll show you again here. So insert, audio buttons, listen to tab, or you can just right click and delete. All right, and then let's listen to, we'll listen to three paragraphs, just 3 main paragraphs in the chapter, and the name of the chapter, and then these 3 paragraphs. Okay, so one of my favorite books is The Prince by Machiavelli. And I just want to hear what this sounds like. So let's play it. Go to Insert, Audio buttons, listen to tab. And we're going to click on it. And one thing I forgot to mention is we can also change the playback speed. So you can go from 0.5, 0.7, 1, and all the way up to 2. So for example, I'll show you double speed.
Chapter 1. How many kinds of principalities there are, and by what means they are. Acquired. All.
Okay, so let's go back to the one time speed. Now, if you want to listen to this like an audiobook, for example, maybe you want to listen to 1.5 or even 2.
Chapter 1. How many kinds of principalities there are, and by what means they are.
Okay, so let's continue with the 1.5, and I want to try a different voice. Let's say, for example, let's go to motivator. So we'll go to motivator and
Chapter
we'll
1.
do
How many kinds of
1.5 speed. We'll do that.
principalities there are, and by what? Chapter 1. How many kinds of principalities there are, and by what means they are. Acquired, all states, all powers, that have held and hold rule over men have been, and are either republics or principalities. Principalities are either hereditary, in which the family has been long established, or they are new. The new are either entirely new, as was Milan to Francesco Sforza, or they are, as it were, members annexed to the hereditary state of prince who has acquired them, as was the kingdom of Naples to that of the king of Spain.
Okay, so again, I think this really is an amazing feature, and this could be especially great for someone like if you have ADHD, or just you're someone who you're very busy, or you just don't want to read a document, you just rather would have it listen, you'd rather listen to it. So I think that this really is a killer feature. The only thing I think would make it even better would be is if you could download this audio. Right now, you can generate the audio, but you can't download it, at least easily. So for example, I think it would be nice if I could generate audio like this, like insert audio buttons, listen to tab.
Chapter 1.
I think it would be great if I could generate like that and then have some button to download it as an MP3 or an OGG file or something like that. Fortunately, you just have to generate it in as it is, and that's just one thing that's slightly annoying. And I want to try one thing that I haven't tried before, which is download an entire chapter. So I want to try this here. Alice in Wonderland, Chapter 1. So you can even listen to an entire chapter. So this is, I guess, about 6 pages long. Or 5 pages long. And you can generate the audio. So let's see how quickly this audio is generated. So insert audio buttons. Let's go to the bottom actually. Insert audio buttons. Listen to tab.
Chapter 1.
So look at that. That literally was within like 5 seconds. It could have been within 2 seconds. Let's see here.
Down the rabbit hole. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank, and of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her sister was reading, but it had no pictures or conversations in it. And what is...
Okay, so it doesn't seem to show exactly... Okay, now it's finally showing. It's almost 11 minutes long. Maybe it wasn't fully done, but even within 20 seconds, I still think is amazing to generate audio. So if, for example, you're someone like me who I love to read, but very often I get distracted super easily. So if I wanted to read Alice in Wonderland, I could literally do this in Google Docs with audio. So for example, or even I could read along. Well, I could read it and also listen to it at the same time. So for example, like this.
Chapter 1. Down the rabbit hole. Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank, and of having nothing to do. Once or twice she had peeped into the book her...
Okay, so like I've said, I think this really is a killer feature. I wish this was in the free version, but hopefully it will be eventually. So this was a video about how to use Google Docs text-to-speech feature. It's relatively easy to set it up in Google Docs. I think it really is an amazing feature. And outside of Google Docs, if you ever use text-to-speech like open source tools, it can be very difficult to set up. You might have to download massive models, massive AI models that are like 1 or 2 gigabytes or larger. But I love having this AI, basically this text-to-speech is most likely AI voices. And I think these AI voices are very good. And it's amazing that you can do this all basically for free, assuming you already have a paid account. Like I think you can generate as many text-to-speech as you want. I've not seen any limitations or it's showing me any limitations. So I think this is very good. And hopefully Google will make this default in all even the free accounts, but I can't guarantee they will. But if nothing else, this would make it like this feature alone would make it, I would consider getting a paid account just for this because I think this really is a killer feature. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to or follow this channel. like the video, and see you in the next one. Thank you.